sitting here and, I'm thinking about how important it is for us to go within, inside ourselves, and to listen to ourselves, right? Because that's where all the answer lies, really, within ourselves. And I remember, you know, you listen to songs and they're like, go within. The answer's inside of you. I'm like, shit, I'm already inside. I'm listening to myself. I'm with myself all the damn time. I ain't getting nothing. But in actuality, it's a different type of going within. Just being still and being quiet. Yeah, and like breathing and meditating. And it is amazing what will spring forth. I tell you, at the age of 56, I'm learning. I'm like, why couldn't I learn this when I was in my 30s, my 20s, my 40s? But hey, it is what it is. Life is a journey. I guess now is the time for me to, move forward on this. So I'm saying all this to say, I remember when I was actually serving at Bethel. Going out in service regularly, going to the meetings, reading my Bible, doing all the things that is prescribed for us to do to be, a Christian and to have God's blessing, right? And I mean, there's a lot of details surrounding this, but I remember waking up in early morning and hearing voices, and they literally screamed out, the demons, right? And so I was freaking out. I was like, oh shit, what's that? Right? Very unnerving, especially, you know, how we were brought up, right? I mean, shit, who want to hear that? So I go to Bethel because, at that time I had access. So I go to the brothers, the brother I would go to, because I'm like, yo, guide me, tell me what to do. And the only, they listened, and the only advice they told me was, well, you want to keep doing what you're doing because you'll continue to hear voices if you're not like walking in Jehovah's way. What kind of answer is that? Like, I wasn't really satisfied with the answer. I'm like, they didn't give me anything that was like nourishing, comforting, like pouring oil on my head. I didn't feel that. I was just like, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm doing everything that I could possibly do. So of course you start to doubt yourself, like, am I not studying enough? Am I not doing this? But when I look back, I'm like, shit, I was doing everything, right? Perfectly imperfect. And so, could be a result of, when we supposed to listen to ourselves, that means we're supposed to be still and go within. Not listen from what people are giving us externally. And I guess my soul just got to a point of taking everything in. You go to the meetings, you're listening, but you're listening to them, to what they're telling you, what's good for you, what you should be doing, how the Bible is being interpreted. You're taking in all their information. So my soul probably was like, oh, hell no. Demons! I'm just thinking back on it. I just think that's real interesting. Real interesting. That's the only way I can sum it up now that I'm looking back. It's like, my insides was like, I've had enough. I've had enough. At the time, it wasn't funny. But also that they couldn't provide me with any real comfort. That's pretty much the sad part, which is probably what led me, on the journey that I had to go on in order to be here today. So yeah, now, I know how to go within. And it's real comforting, and it's you know, it's a growing experience, and you know, you never get to a point where you know everything. How can we? Look at the universe and the stars and the moon, the galaxies, the underworld. It's just, this is a lot, you know, but it's all good. So, yeah, I was just sharing that, to just say encouragement that I can give is to, you know, be still. Just be still. Breathe in, breathe out, and just listen to your thoughts. Yeah, ain't that cool? It's real simple. You don't gotta do all that. Got to do all that for your spirituality. Like, who said for you to do all that? Mm, 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 mm. Obviously, I'm having a moment. And so I just wanted to share because as I, you know, think of things, I'm just going to start sharing it on YouTube. And if it's beneficial for anyone, cool, you know? All right. That's why I bought the tripod, because I was like tired of holding it. And I'm like, if I'm sharing experiences, that ain't going to be fun, you know, having to hold it all the time. So it's kind of like nice that I can be like hands free and just talk and stuff. Yeah, so that was a really interesting experience for me and very traumatizing to say the least. But I've now learned the power of being still, going within. Do not have to look externally for